Can somebody explain to me what's happened to Christianity? I mean, I grew up in a Baptist church. My mother was the daughter of a Baptist minister, so it was pretty much a requirement that I had to go to church up until I was about 12 years old. We sang all the hymns, we went to vacation Bible school, things like that. You know, your preacher stood up there and told you all about, Jesus loves everybody, and Jesus loves all the little children. We sang the hymns. My mother was a kind person, never had a bad thing to say about anybody. My dad was a cop who had a mouth like a sailor, but also hated racism. He taught me from an early age not to call black people the N-word. He called them colored or black. This was the 1970s, so colored was an acceptable term at that time. But it seems nowadays that Christians are no longer following the teachings of Jesus. All the things I read in the Bible, all the ways that I was raised, people don't follow that. It's like they ostracize people who are different than them. The warming centers in Utah, the Mormons that rallied against the warming centers for homeless people, simply because these people might be addicted to drugs or they don't know if they're actually panhandling or anything. Didn't the Bible say it's not for up to us to judge these people? Isn't taking care of the homeless and the widowed and the children, isn't that the responsibility of being a Christian? And then the churches wonder why people are leaving in droves. It's because you're no longer Christian. When the Catholic Church is moving priests around from parish to parish to hide their sexual abuse of minors, that's not Christian. When Baptist ministers finally release a list of all the sexual predators within the church, after they've moved them around, that's not Christian. When people elect a leader who has broken all of the deadly sins, that's not Christian. Was it not Christ who said, "What you do for the least of these, you do for me"? Was it not also Christ that said, "Depart from me, I never knew you"? How can you call yourself a Christian when these are the things that you stand on? Hating people who are different than you. Ostracizing people who are homeless and refusing to give them a place to warm up in the wintertime. That's not Christian. I'll never call myself a Christian because that is not what I want to be.